right. Oh. All right. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys so much for tuning into another live of me answering your personal questions. I greatly appreciate everyone being here. I'm going to give it a few more moments. I'm going to let some people join in. Hopefully, it does not rain. Hopefully, it does not rain. I feel like the little mist of rain, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's not. Hopefully, it's not rain, you guys. Hold on. So, yes, hello everyone. I am so happy and grateful that everyone is here. Let me know. I'm going to let some more people check in and then we can go ahead and get the live started. Again, you know how those like little clouds be creeping up and they be the one that have like the most rain, and I really hope that's not it. I really hope. Okay. So I think we should be okay. If not, then I'm gonna have to stop it and then come back, because if it does rain, it doesn't look like it's gonna rain for a while. So I'll stop it and then I'll come back. Hey Cassandra, how are you? How are y'all this Friday? Let me know when y'all get in and then we can go ahead and get it started. Again, I'm gonna be answering personal questions. I'm gonna have to actually put my personal readings on hold, so I'll be getting on the lives more often because my it's something going on with the website. They can't figure out what it is, so I don't know. I was gonna probably end up taking a break from the personal readings anyway, so I felt like that was just my confirmation of saying, yeah, it's time to take a break from it. So I'm gonna get my website back up and running. So hopefully I'll start back in August. But in the month of July, I won't be doing any personal readings, but I will be getting on Friday, or hopefully some of the Fridays in July, and then some of the Sundays as well. Hey Shan Shan, how are you? Welcome, happy Friday. Oh, I have not been on Friday in so long, you guys. How does it feel? Hey James, how are you? It is going really good over here. So I'm gonna try to go ahead and get it started because the only thing I ate today, you guys, was a banana and some water. So I don't want to be talking and then that hunger comes in. So I'm gonna try to cut the readings, to the minimum of maybe like 6 minutes, because I know I can get really long-winded, very detailed. So I'm gonna try to cut them back a little bit so that I can get more in a short amount of time frame as well. So go ahead, if you are already here, uh, type in your question, and then we can go ahead and get it started. James, okay, you said you reached out and it went a little mixed, but I'm giving it time. Definitely give it time. Like I said, whatever they told you, believe that, because I kept looking back at your reading too. Um, Pretty much it was spot on, I feel. But I kept looking back at your reading for whatever reason. But yes, whatever they told you, just go ahead and believe it. That may be a situation where you're gonna have to kind of like just let time, like you just said, like just let time play out itself, but don't sit and wait. Just do your own thing. Whatever that person told you, believe what they said, and then just proceed, move on. So I'm not sure how that went though, but I'm glad you end up reaching out. I know that could have been like a little nerve wracking. So I'm gonna go ahead and get it started. So anybody that is here, if you have a question, I wanted to do somebody a little bit new, but the people that see in the chat, I've already read y'all this week. But let's see who else is hiding that may want a reading. Go ahead and type in your question, and then we can go ahead and get it started. Or even if you are here, if you already gotten a reading from me this week, if you do still have something else that you want to know, you can go ahead and type it in too. But if I see someone new that's going to type in their question, I'll read them first. But I want to know how you guys have been. Uh-oh. And we can go ahead and get started. This week has been a very relaxing week for me. Um, I just been resting really. I can't even really say this has been a relaxing week for me. This has been a lazy week for me. I did absolutely nothing other than get on these lives. But sometimes you need that because I needed to recharge. So next week I'm gonna be doing a lot. I will be on live on Monday to do the life path numbers. So make sure you guys tune in for that as well. If you don't, then you can always look back at the replay. Ginger is in the conversation. He felt like he wasn't himself. So I told him I'd give him some space and we can work on our friendship. Okay, do that. I feel like he had something else to say. I don't know. Maybe he do got personal things going on, but he'll come if it's meant, it'll come around. So you've already showed your interest. You already put yourself out there, so that's good. Um, if he take it, fine. If he don't, that's fine too. Cassandra, you said regarding love and relationships overall, what energy do you feel around me in general? So okay, so I guess I can mix both of those in. So I'm gonna give it like a few more seconds, and if no one else no one else new post in the chat, then Cassandra, I can go ahead and read you. And then as I'm reading you, I'm pretty sure that more people will come in with their questions. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Okay, Cassandra. Current living relationships overall, what energy do you feel around? All right, so for Cassandra, what do we feel for Cassandra? Let's just do in general. Thank you guys so much for being here with us today for Cassandra. What general messages do we have for Cassandra? What energy is around her? I was feeling this before I even shuffled the cards. We have the Page of Wands. I feel like you do have or you trying to implement a lot of new things. You're trying to take life by storm. You're having a lot of new ideas that you're trying to really create and promote. I'll also say that you are trying to find that excitement back in your life. A lot of things are going to be growing for you in the near future as well. I definitely see that like growing really, really fast. You just need to keep yourself focused. Keep your eye on the prize. Let's see what these two cards is that came out. So we have this 4-4 energy here. So you may be seeing a lot of like 4-4 or 4-4-4. That may be a synchronicity for you. But I do feel like you do have a lot of things that you're trying to really let out. It's not really coming off right. I'm trying to figure out how I want to really put this. You are working on trying to express yourself a little bit more. I do see that. I don't know if you haven't been in a relationship for a while, but I do see that you're trying to put yourself out there, but then again, you're kind of guarding yourself a little bit too. So you're kind of like mixed with that. So it's like you want it, but then you're still kind of guarding yourself too. It could be based on how people treated you in the past or how people pretty much just hurt you. But you said just came out of a 9 year. Yeah, you kind of guarded a little bit with that. Like you don't know how to really take it because you're so used to that person. But I'm gonna get more energy on this because I do feel like heavily this has something to do with your ideas. But when it comes to like your love relationships, it's like you want to put yourself out there, but then again, you're still holding on to whatever, I can't really even say hurt and pain, but value that person brought to this table or brought to the situation. Let's get more energy out on here because I feel like it's something else here. Yeah, pretty much. I do feel like before you start back dating, you do need to work on your self-love. You do need to, because I feel like any relationship, like even this 9-year relationship, your family, friends, you give your all. And a lot of times you've given your all to, I'm not going to say that those were the wrong relationships that you should have been in, but learned a lesson. But then you're asking yourself why, because you pretty much gave your all. You didn't keep any love to yourself. It was like you were that person's, I don't like saying this, but you was that person's like only hope. Like if you didn't do for that person wasn't gonna get anything done. Like you were like their caretaker, caregiver. I do feel like I do feel like that you are gonna start back dating, but before you start back doing it, you kind of need to. Mm, I'll say you need to find yourself first. You need to put everything in order or put everything together for yourself first. Those like backstabbers, or you may have been cheated on, or they may have been like telling you that they were like one way, but they really wasn't that way. I really don't feel like this person was a twin flame. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't feel like this person was a twin flame at all. I just feel like this person was somebody that was supposed to teach you a lesson. um you may have been getting signs in previous years that it was already time for you to let go, but you kept on holding on because you wanted to trust that everything was going to work out, like things were going to change, and they didn't. So now you're in a situation where you're rebuilding yourself. You're putting all the components into yourself. You really getting to know yourself a little bit more, and that's fine. And then as soon as you start like really doing that for yourself, then you'll be ready to date. I do feel like you are going to start back dating though. But then just do that. Just date. You don't have to, like, if somebody tries to talk to you, you don't have to automatically put them um so you have been dating. So with this with these people or this person that you've been dating, kind of take things slow on that, because you're just so used to being in so serious relationships that now it's time for you to just, test the waters, have fun a little bit. Yeah, like take your time. Like take your time. Like just, flirt a little bit. I'll say just flirt a little bit. There's definitely a lot of things here in general for you that you just need to like be strong, start brand new. You don't have to really worry about that last relationship that you were in, because any other relationships that you get into, they're not going to be like that. Now if you rush it, it's going to seem like it's being forced, but don't rush it. But I feel like you're just taking charge in your own self. What is this? Yeah. And then also just finding value within your own self. Don't allow that last person to put that much value on you, or even just because you are single, technically you are single, that doesn't mean that you're missing something. But it is heavy energy around here that you don't necessarily need to always bring up that person either. Like if somebody asks you, okay, like how was your last relationship, that's fine, like give like little details, but then again, you don't have to tell them everything that happened. Like kind of like learn the lesson and then move on. You said I fall fast and I hate it. It's either like you allow like you had on my Mars is in Libra. Oh, okay. But then sometimes you may when you do that, just because you're rushing it and someone else is just trying to get to know who you are. But like I said, just because you're rushing it, you may find yourself dating a lot of people in the future because you don't, like I said, you don't want to rush it. And then we ended off back with this at the bottom. So just get to know them, like work on yourself too, like everything that you want to create, like work on yourself. You don't have to try to rush to be in a relationship. Like those things are already going to be there. You are a very beautiful woman, so it's not like you're not going to have your options. You just don't feel like you are because you felt like this other person that you were in a long-term relationship with, that was your person. But really you was getting your signs really in year 1 that it shouldn't even made it to year 9. So it's okay. Like it happens to the best of us, trust me. Like we'll get our signs, but because our heart is already invested in that particular person, we don't really want to leave. So it happens to the best of us, trust me. But I just feel like you just need to like be easy on yourself. Like take your time. You don't have to like rush relationships. But I mean, as far as that, I mean, other than that, just your self value is coming through really strong that you need to like redefine your self value because whoever this person was, or just any relationship you ever been in, they've defined who you are. They've defined your value, and you need to find that value within yourself. But you're never gonna be lacking in like the love department. I don't know if you feel like that. Not you. You're not. And that's what I got for you, Cassandra. Oh shoot, let me see who I'll been coming up in here. Hey, is it Treese? This is why I hate my phone to be out here. Hey, how are you? Hey, Melinda, how are you? Hey, Miss Berry Much, how are you? Alexander, okay. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back. Now, I want to read someone new. So, James, hold on for one moment. Wait, let me just still read your question. Do you feel there are any areas in my life I need to work on to help me fully align with my life path, well, my path in life? Trees, I hope I'm saying it right. I have an opportunity to purchase a home. I had an opportunity to purchase the home I'm currently in. Okay, okay, I got you. Like rent to buy. I'm also in need of a new car. Should I follow through with these purchases? I mean, I can pull out some cards on that. I really don't like telling people what they should buy. Like your pockets are gonna tell you that. Like I can't tell you that. Like only you know your financial situations. But I can pull out some cards on that just to see. Like questions like that. Like even questions like even questions like, okay, do you think this person is my person? I don't really like answering questions like that because I feel like you should already kind of know that. But we can just pull out some energy on the cards to see. Let me pull out the card first when it comes to the house. Let's put this back, Trees. Okay. First, should Trees purchase this house? Should she purchase the house that she's currently living in? Should she go ahead and just go ahead and buy it? Like I said, it's kind of your call. We got Judgment. I mean, this is literally is your call. You have to ask yourself this, like, are you absolutely in love with it? Do you like the area? Do you like the fact that you've been there for a while? Is the schools good? You have to ask yourself questions like that in order for you to be like, yeah, let me go ahead and buy it. Now, if it comes to, are you thinking about maybe because of how like the market is, should you buy the house? Or like I said, it depends on your pockets. I feel like, again, this should be something that is your call. I don't Let me tell you why I don't like answering questions like this. Because if I tell you, yes, go ahead, make that purchase, it's a good investment, which it is, then what if something happens and then it's like, oh my God, this girl done told me to purchase this house and it was wrong? Like that, those things are your call. So let's try to get something else on it. Like I said, it's coming out strong. Like, yeah, no, that's kind of your call, but let's see. I don't feel like you should overthink it. You overthinking the purchase of the house. Again, if this is something that is going to be absolutely fulfilling to you, then go ahead and do it. But you're stressing out a lot, so it could really go either way. I would definitely read the contract before you do purchase that house. Read every word of that contract. I do feel like this is something that you've been in for like a while too. There is an advice here, Treese. There is advice. Um, there's an area that you've been thinking about moving to. There's an area. It could be somewhere like kind of distant. It may be out of the state, but it's an area that you've been like thinking about going to. I would I would do that first before you sign anything about purchasing this house. It's been in the making for over a year, and yes, overthinking it. Yes, but I would say like whatever other area that this is in, because you have like multiple options. I would say weigh your options. I wouldn't just, yeah, go ahead. This is a good area, blah blah blah. I would say think about it a little bit, but don't overthink it. Like it shouldn't be anything that should be overthought. But like I said, it's another area, maybe back home or area that you've always wanted to stay in. I feel like you should explore those options too before you make a jump. Okay, that's when it comes to your house. Now, when it comes to your car, I don't know. I don't know about a car. Maybe, maybe wait a little bit. Wait a little bit. Like really be patient and take your time on the car. I'll say that. I wouldn't try to make all these purchases at one time. Um, like I said, it wouldn't be a entirely bad thing, but you don't just want to be like purchasing things just everywhere, and then you don't really have no savings. Because the car, I feel like you just don't want any car. You want just the car that is gonna best suit you. So the car needs to wait a little bit. That's just the advice I got on that. The car needs to wait. Just do one thing at a time. All right, so that's what I got for trees. All right, you're welcome, trees. Hey, Lobster Girl. I hope everything is good with you too. Okay. And then, Alexander, are you still here? Let's see if Alexander is still here. If Alexander is not here, we can go to Melinda. Okay, Alexander is here. You're welcome, Trees. Hey, T Jelly, how are you? All right, let's move to Alexander. So, Alexander has a manifesting question. Alexander has been manifesting, working on self. I feel like I'm close to my desires, manifesting. Any advice? Yes, I do feel like they are really close. I feel like you have been working really hard. You've been implementing those things. You've been putting the seeds in, but also though you've been like confused in it too. Maybe you wrote something that, how I want to put this, Alexander. Like you write a lot, so it's something that's on the papers that's like kind of conflicting with each other. But I feel like once you absolutely for sure know what you want, then it's definitely gonna come in. But yes, I do see like all your manifestations coming in. Um, don't just manifest on getting on things as well, because those things are going to naturally come to you based on how hard you've been working on yourself. So just the fact that you've been working on yourself is the reason why the manifestations are going to come in. It is going to take a little bit more time and patience as well, but they are coming. You don't want to rush this process. I'm seeing, or I'm hearing Jack and the Beanstalk. I feel like that's coming through strongly. So you may be the type of person that you want it to come overnight. But a lot of these things that you're manifesting, they're so big, the package is so big for you that maybe it's going to take a little bit more time for it to come through. So if everything doesn't come in all at one time, don't get discouraged. But I do feel like it is a lot of things that are going to start coming through for you. I also feel like if you are worried about money issues, don't be. This card went ahead and came out. I knew I was feeling some type of confusion here. I feel like a lot of times, just with all this energy here, because it's a lot here, but a lot of times you do be contradicting yourself a little bit when it comes to your manifestation. That's why I feel like, that's why I was saying before that I feel like a lot of the times, like you write something but then maybe like on the next page you're writing something else, like again that like kind of conflicts, or you may be writing it but then what you're thinking and what you're saying is totally different. So you need to really be careful about that too. I do see where a lot of times you really don't, you try to believe it, you tell other people that you believe it, but somewhere deep down inside, like you don't really know your true value and worth. So you need to kind of work on that too. I also feel like I feel like there is something that you're missing, like a key ingredient. Like I said, it has something to do with your belief. And I think I said this before, like manifesting things is not really anything we need to actually do. Because based on the work that we put on self and the work that we put out, those things will automatically be attracted to us. So I don't want you to get to a point where you're missing that key component that, okay, I want $1 million, or I want this house, or I want this car. Those are manifesting things. Those things can automatically be like just come in just like that. So it's not that you don't need to desire those things, but at the same time there's other work that you need to do other than just manifesting. I feel like you look at a lot of YouTube, maybe like some gurus or people that say that they're shamans or something like that, maybe people that like say that they're experts in it. I mean, that's fine to do, but like I said, like they're not teaching these people on YouTube that you're looking at, they're not teaching that key component. They're teaching like from the secret way, or they're teaching from the fast version. They're not teaching it from like the true version to keep it. They're teaching the true version just to bring it in, but it not to last. So I feel like you do need to have like that key component of belief, but then again, you need to have the key component that you don't necessarily need to manifest things, because things come, things go. So you don't really need to manifest that. You don't need to manifest something that is temporary, because really all of it is more value and worth within yourself. Manifest that to a closer relationship with the divine, with God, with the universe. It's all the same thing, whatever you want to call it. Manifest that you become more secure within yourself. Manifest that you become closer to your family, something that's going to be long lasting, not just things. And I hope everybody in the chat heard that too, because that's very important. Let me get some more cards here for you too. Mm. Pretty much this is literally what I was saying. Like find that, like switch it a little bit. Like instead of you saying, "Oh, I'm all powerful, I'll bring in everything I want," just say that I'm all powerful. And then all of the desires of my heart is going to come in, not just things. Like look at it in a different way. Like really see the true value of what it means to manifest, not just to attract things. And like you said, I feel like you do need to believe in yourself a little bit more. I do feel like you do a lot of I mean, I'll put it as meditation, but it's more than meditation that you do. I don't know what that's called. Like I see it, but it's like, well, you do have the ganja shaman. I mean, you may do more than just like meditating. I don't know what that is. It's like some type of practice that you do. Um, Let me get one more on that, because I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's something that you do like for spiritual practices. I don't know what that is. It's fine for you to do that, whatever that is that you do. It's fine for you to do that. At the same time, it's like other work that needs to be done. The way I feel right now, it's kind of like your spiritual side is like very strong, but the physical side, you're almost scared of like physical reality. I don't really know how to put that. That's the best way I can put it. It's almost like you're scared of physical reality a little bit. Okay, let me not say scared. Scared is the wrong word, but like weary. Okay, so like whatever like that meditation is, I don't know what that is. I'm just gonna call it meditation. Whatever that meditation is, it's like you feel more comfortable there than you actually do like here, like right now. I'm gonna stop it right there because there's a lot of energy that's coming up for you. When people say stay grounded, that don't necessarily mean like you actually meditating on the ground. Like when people say stay grounded, that means like be that secure person, be firm, be a tree within yourself. Like don't uproot yourself because of what other people are telling you, if that makes sense. So I don't know. I feel like you need to it's coming through really strongly. I just feel like you might need to not look at those YouTube videos no more. Like kind of like connect with yourself a little bit more. Yeah, kind of connect with yourself a little bit more. Like, you don't have to always like look at the YouTube videos. And I'm gonna stop that one right there. And then James, if you still here, I have not forgotten about you. I just want to do new people first. Okay, so Melinda is next. You welcome, Alexander. Hey Jasmine, how are you? Oh shoot. You're welcome. I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, this not my last. I mean, I'll be doing this often, so this not my last one. So if I don't get to you, it's cool. But let me do Melinda, and then if anybody else that just joined, if you guys have any more questions, any new people, I can read you guys. But I'm gonna read Melinda, and then if no new questions come in, then James, I'm gonna read you. Okay, Melinda, you said, is there a positive vibe for me to start a relationship with a guy named Chris? Again, I don't really like answering questions like this because I feel like you should already know it. But let's see what come out. Let's see what come out, Melinda. Is it a positive vibe to start a relationship with this guy named Chris? Chris and Melinda. What do we see for Chris and Melinda? What do we see for Chris and Melinda? What is the vibe on Chris and Melinda, guy? Melinda has questions about Chris and Melinda. I would still relax on it a little bit. I mean, I would relax on it a little bit for two reasons. For one reason, because you're asking a total stranger, should you start a relationship with somebody that they don't even know? That's number one. Number two, the energy that's coming up right here is very confusing. I think that is other things that you need to find out about this person. Not saying that they're lying about anything. I don't get lies, but I feel like it's something that needs to still be discussed. You may just need to overall just get to know this person a little bit more. It's good that y'all been talking and communicating, but there's a lot of stuff that, and it could be you too, but it's a lot of things that are that haven't been revealed yet. And don't think that this is a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just something that needs to be revealed. But I wouldn't rush this. Yes, it could be something that he's definitely hiding from the past, or even like I said, it could be you. But I feel like there is some things that need to be figured out. I feel like it got something to do with the past. I will wait. I'm just gonna say that. I will wait. They wanted to reiterate, no need to worry. Maybe within the next few months you may find something out, but like I said, just take it a little, just a little bit more time. Not right now. Yeah. So we got romance that came out on the bottom. So yeah, just within the next few months, just wait a little while. It's nothing alarming. I just feel like you guys need to get to know each other a little bit more. There's some things that needs to be said, that needs to be revealed. And then you guys will be ready. All right, so that's Melinda's. Hey, is it Clarity? Hello, how are you? Welcome. You welcome, Jasmine. You welcome, Melinda. Okay, James, are you still here? Let's see if James still here, and then I'll pick up with the new people. Okay. So you said areas you need to work on so that you can be fully aligned with your path. I feel like you're already in line. But what areas does James need to work on, God? Thank you so much for being here, God, with us. What areas could James work on to align more with the path? To align more with you. What areas? I actually feel like there's a lot of areas. I feel like for one, how can we put this? I feel like one, a lot of times, you may say, let me read what before I say it because I don't want to say anything that I feel very aligned in general, but I have days where I just feel like I'm gonna lose it and want to know. Well, I mean, we all gonna have days like that. Like that's normal. That's the way of living. Like every day is not gonna be a perfect day. Just really think about it. Like just for you and everybody else in the chat. If every day was exactly the same, perfect, nothing going on, life wouldn't be worth living, right? Because it's almost like it'll be redundant. It'll get boring. Life will literally get boring. So when those things do come at you, when you feel very confused, when you feel like things aren't working together for you, when you feel like you get the answer no a lot of times, or when you feel like you get rejected, that doesn't mean that, oh, it's throwing you off your path. No, you're still on your path. It's just that every day is going to be different, so that your life won't be robotic, so that every day that there is something else for you to learn and you to know and you to take on through your path. Not just necessarily just it's not supposed to always be just 100% perfect. Like, just because something throws you off or is not what you really necessarily want to hear, then that doesn't mean that life is your path, that you being thrown off your path. Wait, where he at? Oh, okay. Please say. Well, it's coming up. Like I said, it like you really can't sometimes take rejection. A lot of times, that's how it's coming up. Is it's coming up like when you're trying to like work things or figure things out, and it comes up as like a no or as a rejection. You don't really take it. I may not even be saying it right. So, for example, if you feel like something belongs to you and then you find out it really doesn't, then you kind of get frustrated a little bit. Let's see what else. Um, I also feel that you do have a lot of healing on in that particular area to do, but I feel like you have other areas that you need to heal in. It could be just all in your mind. Your patience, you got to work on your patience. That's coming up so strong. Like, I just felt that in my whole heart. You got to work on your patience. Like, give yourself time. Like I said, every day is going to be a little bit different for you. It's not going to all be the same. Like, you're always on the journey. Let me put it to you like that. You're always on the journey. You're always on the path. Don't ever think that you're on the wrong path. You'll know when you're on the wrong path. You will absolutely know, because you will keep getting it. Like, God will continue to tell you different things. Hey, you need to stop doing that. Or then you'll even feel it in your stomach. And just, this is for everybody in the chat too. If you feel like you're not on your right path, you'll know. Like, it doesn't take a lot to figure that out. It doesn't take a lot for you to figure out, okay, I'm doing things wrong, or I'm not doing things that are for my purpose. It don't take that long. But for you in general, I feel like you just got to keep going forward. Just keep moving forward. Like I said, if you get that answer no, that just means that is not for you. That means there's something better for you, literally. So just be patient and wait on what is for you to come to you. Everything that you see that is like glamorous, that you see that you want, maybe those things are not for you. Maybe those things are just for that other person that has it. Maybe you're not meant to experience a lot of things. Like, for me personally, okay, I'm gonna tell you a funny story. Like, for years I've been trying to get this Camaro for years. Like, I want a Camaro, I want it now. So God has held me up from getting this Camaro because God know how I drive. Like, I drive fast. And I drive safe, but I drive fast. And a lot of times, like, if I'm at the stoplight too, and I see a person by me, and if they like speed off, like when the light turn green, I be thinking they trying to race me. So I always race. So not that I'm gonna get in an accident, but I'm gonna get tickets. I'm going to get tickets in the Camaro. So a lot of times, okay, yes, I want the Camaro. That's the desire that I have in my heart. But maybe I'm not meant to have that right now because God know that I'm gonna get some tickets. You get what I'm saying? So a lot of these manifestations and a lot of these desires that you want on your path, maybe they're not meant for you right now, because maybe there's something else that you have to learn within yourself so that you can handle that when it does come in. Does that make sense? So, not saying that you're not supposed to have this money, this $1 million, not saying that, or billions of dollars, really, not saying that um your manifestation, I'm about your manifestation skills as well. Not saying that those things aren't working. It is, but it's like, if you get everything that you desire right now, if you get everything you desire, you're going to mess it up. So God likes to see more. To bless $1 billion, God likes to bless $1 billion with somebody who's going to be more mature with it. Granted, there are people that's out here that has billions of dollars or millions of dollars, and they're not mature, but they don't got nothing to do with you. You don't know what they're doing. So I would say just definitely be patient on those type things too. And then like I said, definitely a lot of things with healing is coming in. You may feel like you missing something too. You missing out on a person or love, or you just not really truly satisfied when it comes to your romance or when it comes to your overall heart desires. I do feel like that you have been inflicted with a lot of pain in the past, like a whole lot. That you honestly ask yourself, like, how is this even possible that I'm still here? I feel like you became a warrior out of all of this, so don't take yourself for granted either. And don't ask like why me? Like that's another thing on your path that you gotta kind of be patient with. You can't ask like why you. There's a reason why you're going through it and somebody else isn't. So don't ask those questions. I hope that makes sense. I want you to replay this one, James. And that's for James. Hey Marlene, how are you? Hold on, let me go back. Did I miss somebody? No, I didn't. Hey Tati, welcome. You said I love a reading this evening. Okay, so we got Tati. That's girl, like you laughing at me. For real. I manifest that day for you. And I like to the point where I was at the dealership, I was like, I'm about to get it today. Like I had it. I'm like, why can I have it? God was like, really? If I give you a Camaro right now, be a wrap. And like I said, I'm very observant when I'm driving. So yes, I drive fast, but I'm observant. So, but it's no telling. It's no telling why God is holding that for me. But when I'm ready, I'll get it. Okay, Trees. Okay, y'all like James' messages. Y'all like James' message. Definitely replay this one. Like for anybody that ever needs help, because I feel like James' message was for everybody. I might have to create like a short on that. I don't even know if I sounded right. But I'm gonna have to create a short for that message that I just did for James. So let's go to Tati first. Then I'm gonna go to Marlene. James, what you say? You said you're always so spot on and clarifying how I feel. I'm going ahead to bed, but thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome, James. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll see you next time. And let's move to Tati. Let's go back to Tati's question. You said, Tati, I'm wondering what's next for me career wise and just my life path. I'm tussling with that. I'm tussling with what's next. I'm trying to get my feelings together. So Tati, the vision that I'm getting for you right now is like you're really riding a bicycle up a mountain. So yeah, you do feel like it's a lot of hard times. Um, you're really exhausted. like your spirit feels like sore, I guess. But let's see. That's just what I'm feeling. That's just what I'm picking up. Let's see what comes out for you. A lot of energy is coming out for you too. I knew. I hate when I do that. Like I be seeing the car and it be calling me. It be glowing, but then I don't be pulling it, and then it fall out anyway. So we have death. Let's see what's at the bottom. Okay, so we have Six of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like, and I did see justice. I did see justice too. I do feel like if you've been feeling like you've been mistreated or somebody has been like maybe at the current job you in, but I feel like this is more just of life, period. It could be like a supervisor or a manager. I feel like a supervisor or manager. So either you are the supervisor or manager in this particular position, or your supervisor or manager is like getting on your nerves. But I do feel like career wise, you do have a lot of new opportunities coming for you. I also see you have new promotions coming for you too. For in order for these things to change, there's going to have to be some changes within your own personal life. You can want these things, you can want your career to move into a new direction, and you can feel honestly back and forth with yourself about these particular things. But if you don't do nothing to change it, then you're going to keep being tussled. You're going to keep feeling like exhausted. You're going to keep feeling like your spirit, or it's something within you, like it could be your mind too, that's like really really sore. It could be really, honestly, because now that I'm feeling the energy, it could be just how you are, like you just feel exhausted, like mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, you're just exhausted. But I do feel like if you want to implement these changes, it's something that you're going to have to do. You're going to have to make these changes. It's not going to be implemented for you. Let me see what all these cards is. Yeah, you're going to have to make the changes. I'm going to put all these back because it's a lot. I'm going to actually pull out this other deck on you too. Let's put this back. I'm gonna pull out the other deck on you. Yeah, you gonna have to make the changes because it's like you've been getting like different. You've been praying, but then you've been getting your prayers answered, but then you don't move on it. So it's kind of like, okay, what do you want God to actually make something happen for you when you have to be that person to make something happen? I do feel like you are unfulfilled when it comes to your career. Like you feel like you should be making more money by now. But yeah, you gonna have to make these moves first. A lot of energy just wants to come out for you too, because you got a lot on your mind. I am the one to make the difference in my situation, definitely. Yeah, but then you not really doing it. You not really. The thing about it is, like, we can have all these dreams and all these goals, and we can see these visions that we have for our life, but if you're not making any type of action towards it, it's not going to grow itself. It's kind of like you have a seed in your hand, and the seed has the potential to be a forest, but it only has the potential to be in the forest when you plant it in the ground. It just can't, just because you have it, just because you have possession of it, or even just with your gifts, or even with your purpose. Like, you have your purpose within you, but you have to implement it, you have to plant it. And then once you plant it and plan it, you have to nurture it. You can't just expect, like I was telling, I forgot who I was telling that Jack and the Beanstalk. Who was I telling it to? Somebody, because it's coming up again. You can't expect it. Okay, I'm gonna apply for a job today. I'm gonna actually get my interview tomorrow and I'm gonna start the very next day. Like sometimes your life don't happen like that. Sometimes. So you have to continue to, like I said, nurture it, grow it, continue to believe in it, give it the sunlight it needs, give it the water it needs. Then, but yeah, and I was just about to say that too. Yeah, you very scared. It's not even like a scary, like, oh, I'm scared what's gonna happen. Like you're absolutely terrified. That's how it feels. It feels like you're terrified. It feels like more than fear. I'm also getting something where I'm seeing like fear, like in the Bible context. So what I found out that like when they say in the Bible like fear of God, like there's two different fears in the Bible. There is fear like scared, and then there's fear of God, which means that respect, that love, that trust in God. So that fear needs to be in God, like that respect, that love needs to be in God, and then just do it anyway. If that makes sense. Let's give you some more cards. Because you have a lot of opportunities, like you've been thinking about it for a long time, but you just haven't been implementing it. You just haven't been doing it really. So yours is just all about you gotta move, you gotta do some type of motion. Also, when it comes to like your family, it could be a relationship, but I feel like this is more your family. You also need to reconnect with them. Let me see what you asked again. Why is this coming out? Oh, her life path. Well, it's something coming out about your family that you need to really resolve and heal those things. But overall, I'm feeling like you just have to pretty much trust in yourself. But and this is just like I said, this is just the way I feel. It's something else coming out with your family. Like you may be like separated from like an important family member. I'm hearing like a disagreement. What's this family? It could be a male. I mean, like I said, overall, this is just more belief in yourself. Just take more action. Just know that you have the power within yourself, but it's something else with like a family member. I'm just getting that intuitively. Okay. You say you and your dad are in a disconnect. You don't have to say what the situation is. You said that's your relationship, really. I do feel like that needs to be mended. Because, like I said, that didn't come out in the cards. That came out intuitively, what I felt. I would say, try to mend that. Take your time. Like I said, I don't know the situation. You don't even have to put all your business out there like that. But definitely, you're gonna have to mend that. Like even if you were in a situation where you never been close, there needs to be some type of like renewal, some type of closeness that comes back together for you when it comes to that. I'm gonna stop yours right there because yours is getting deep. But like I said, overall, like when it comes to like what you want to do on your path, then you need to definitely definitely just start it, and just believe that when you do start these things, you're going to be successful in it. And then if you do get the word no, that does not mean it's a bad thing. That means that it's something else that's better and that's out there for you. Everything's going to align for you tremendously. But now believe that. But when it comes to personal, you're going to have to resolve that. All right. All right, come on, Marlene. Where you at? I've been going through a lot lately. I just want to know if I have any good news involving love, family, and friends. I'm gonna stick with these. Oh, I know, Marlene. You know how we getting long winded. And I said in the beginning, I was like, I'm not gonna get long winded. What do we have for Marlene? She's been going through a lot lately. You're welcome, Tati. Ooh, have you? We got Three of Swords. Dang, you just dang near got the same cards as Tati. Okay, let me literally the same cards. Let's let's go to this other deck. For Marlene, what do we see? Do we have any good news for Marlene when it involves love? Marlene has been aching. Her heart has been aching. Really, I feel like you about to cry right now. I mean, it's gonna be okay. Like sometimes we have these like, unfortunately, we have like these roughings of our relationships because it's meant for you to really stand strong on your own and not really depend on anybody to like give you love. Pretty much. You also may have been in a situation where what you considered love wasn't really love, it was infatuation. um Even though that you and this person like really kicked it hard and you saw yourself elevating with this person may have seen themselves elevating with you too, but somewhere along the paths or along those lines it got mixed up and it just became really infatuation. Something else you feel, you don't have any kids, but you want a baby. Like you don't want to be single the whole like your whole life. But again, you gotta kind of like when it comes to this spiritual journey, you gotta understand like once you get on a spiritual journey, you have to connect with yourself before you can invite anybody else in your life. And once you do connect with yourself and really understand that and be happy with yourself and get your true worth within yourself, then that's when people start coming in, like everybody, new friends, new guy, new husband, wife, and that baby that you want. There is a message here as well that you will be restored, like everything that you've been going through, like you feel like people have just been like just throwing swords, like really throwing daggers at you. You're trying to find a deeper meaning. It's like every time you ask God or every time you pray to God for something, more hurt and pain come to you, and you're just trying to figure out why. because you're not understanding, because I'm not that person to treat people like this, God. Like, why? And then you're crying right now. I'm not this person to treat people like this. Like, why are they doing this to me? Like, I give everybody everything that they ever needed and wanted. If I got an extra shirt, they're getting that shirt and the one off my back. I make sure that I go without. And you go, hold on, because your emotions are like really running high. Like, where did I go wrong? Like, I didn't do anything. I'm just loving. I'm just trying to figure it out. And the more you try to figure it out, the more you hurt. I feel like you need to you gonna have to take some time to yourself, because you've been trying to figure out why people are hurting you. That has them hurting you, and I know you heard me say this before too. People hurting you has nothing to do with you. Nothing. It has everything to do with them, because they're not secure within themselves. They may not be whole. This may not even be the person for you, because you have been praying for marriage. You have been praying for that baby. And then God honestly moves those people out the way so that you won't mistaken your husband for this person that you were with. So that if you do become pregnant, you will have a help meet to help actually raise the baby. Not so that you can be a single mother and raise the baby by yourself, because you know that you don't want to do that either. So just give it a little time. I feel like you do need some time to yourself to just relax, to just really listen within. Like, don't even really look like every time. Okay, God, every time I pray, you send someone or someone else comes and hurt me. Don't even really try to do that anymore. Just sit with yourself. Like, just literally sit with yourself. Maybe go for a walk. Take a nice long bath and just turn off your mind. Don't even, well, really, you gonna have to turn off your heart just a little bit. And when I say turn off your heart, I mean like when you're like meditating or relaxing, when those things start coming up, just don't even think about anything. You gotta have to kind of be by yourself a little bit right now. I say for like a weekend. Again, take some time to yourself. We got this Page of Cups too. I do feel like you are going to be restored. You're going to have a lot of nice, happy surprises for you. If you feel like love has been lost, there is a lot of things that is going to come in for you. Don't worry about karma either, because you want to know, like, is these people going to get their karma? Don't worry about that either. Don't worry about people turning you down either, like mistreating you, not really seeing your worth and your value, because this is your way to change things in your life. I'm being told to put this whole stack back, so I'll do it. Well, I mean, it came back out at the bottom again. So, like I said, take some time to yourself and just leave it behind. Like, leave everything in the past. And I know it's so easy to say these things. It's so easy to be like, just forget it. Just leave that person alone. That person didn't deserve you anyway. It's so easy to say it. But as soon as you can say it to yourself, say, I deserve better than what I've been treated, it'll start to become reality for you. And then you'll start to see, okay, well, why was I doing that? And then you'll start even forgiving yourself for even allowing yourself to be in those particular situations. So walk away from that hurt and pain. Like, that's not your hurt and pain to even just solve. A lot of times it's not for you to solve. It's you were being put in that position as a test for someone else. And then in the near future, that person's going to realize, dang, I treated Marlene so bad. Why did I do that? Or when they do get that karma back, then they're going to start realizing, then you're going to come up in their mind like, why would I do that to that person? Well, they were going to say, why did I do that to Marlene? So just walk away from it. I feel like if it's a situation or if it's a relationship where, because you did say family, right? Okay, so if it is a situation with your family, I feel like those things can be mended. Like a lot of things that some of your family members are arguing with you about, they're really petty. Those things can be resolved. You can move on from those things. Um, I feel like it's your mom or a mother figure like that you've been fighting with and stuff. Like sometimes you're not gonna see someone else's perspective and that person's not gonna see yours. You both or you all is just gonna have to respect each other's perspective. Everybody's not supposed to live exactly the same. But I feel like it's like a mother or a mother figure. It's definitely a female. You said it's all accurate. What I thought was love really is not. I'm at odds with my mom and my sister. Yes. So yeah, I mean, y'all just not gonna you just not gonna see each other from eye to eye. And the sister, honestly, your sister, the things that you have going on with her, it's petty. It really is. Like really, you and your sister are y'all got. You and your sister, that's your sister. I know, oh my God, trust me. If I don't know one thing, this I know. Your sister is the closest friend, companion that is your best friend. And it's going y'all are so close. Any and everything that you say and do, or even any and everything that she says and do, y'all gonna butt heads, y'all gonna clash. But at the end of the day, trust me, let's say right now, Marlene, you go out to a club, restaurant, whatever, you see your sister there, y'all not talking. Let's say, for example, that she gets into it with somebody. What's the first thing you gonna do? You gonna let your sister just stand there and just fight for herself? No, you gonna jump in. Even if y'all have not talking or seen each other in almost a year. Okay, you said she just had the baby and I haven't seen my niece. Yes, just call her. Just call her. I can guarantee you, even right now, like really, if you go back in your mind, I'm sorry I'm getting long winded, y'all, but even when you go back to your mind right now and think about why are me and my sister even not communicating with each other, I guarantee you ain't gonna even really remember fully what it is. And if you do remember, it's gonna be like, I'm not talking to my sister because of that. I haven't seen my niece because of that. Call your sister. Just call her. That can be mended. Even when it comes to your mom, that can be mended too. Your mom wants the best for you. She feels like she wants your life to go a certain way. She wants you to be happy. She don't want you to go through the things that she's went through in her past. She wants you to be completely different from her. So anything that you doing that reminds her of herself, her younger self, she gon' she gonna battle with you. She gonna go back and forth with you. So even that, call your mama. Mama, I know you want the best for me, but I'm gonna live my life how I want to. Your mom is always gonna want to just be there for you. She just is. That can be mended. Your sister definitely can be. Call your sister. Call your sister. Just call her. And when it comes to the relationship, the guy, that's just a way of saying, you know what, I deserve better. And that's it. That's what I got for you. I went a long time, I think. I just feel like I've been talking forever with you. But you'll be fine. But like I said, call your sister. Just call her. She miss you. You miss her. She wants you to see how amazing that baby is. Just call her. Okay. Okay. Would we? Okay, so I had Lobster Girl Low and Clarity, and I'm gonna stop at Clarity. Oh, I didn't even see Uriel. Greetings. I don't even think they still here. So I'm gonna do Lobster Girl Low, and then I'm gonna do Clarity if y'all still here, and then I'm done. You're welcome. You are welcome. Look, I ain't trying to get y'all in my business like that, but them sister arguments be. My brother dog in trouble, y'all. I want to pay him so bad. Okay, my question is, do you see me paying my cruise all by the end of the month? Now, lost the girl low. Now you already know. I start a new job in a few days. Lost the girl low. You're gonna have to come with another question. I ain't gonna need a lot of you. You're gonna have to ask me something else. I'll just give you general. I'm just gonna give you a general message. Like I'm not. But yes, sister arguments are the worst. Like it really, really is. Because I'm a younger sister. It'd be the worst. And we be when I tell you we be arguing about the stupidest stuff. Stupid stuff. But at the end of the day, like, cause I just actually had my little sister, my sister argument like 2 weeks ago. We weren't talking for like a week. We weren't talking for like a week. Okay, you still hear Clarity? Okay, good. But enough of that. Yeah, they're talking about what you are there asking. Do I see you paying off your cruise at the end of the month? Okay, I can tell you about how the job will go. And then, I mean, yeah, like, well, what you mean by the end of the month? Like June? Do you got the money for it? That cruise question, I can't even do that, Lost Girl. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I ain't gonna even. But I'll answer the question about your job. Oh, about July 31st. Man, Lost Girl, get out of here. But I'll tell you about how the job will go. I'll tell you about how the job. Dr. Girl, you you sounding like my auntie. My auntie be doing it. All right, how would this new job go for Lobster Girl Low? Congratulations, by the way. I feel like it's gonna go good. You got the Six of Pentacles. They're gonna respect you. They're gonna get you what is due. They're gonna be very grateful for you and what you do. Just make sure that you put in the hard work and effort that you need to do. Like outshine. Like even if you get periods where you get tired, just keep pushing, keep going, because I do feel like that there's gonna be a lot of good things that's gonna come in for this one, for this particular job that you have. So very prosperous. I also feel like um this is what I'm getting intuitively. Kind of be a fly on the wall a little bit. Don't just go in just saying, okay, here I am, I'm here. Like kind of like lay back a little bit. Like don't really try to talk a lot. Like try to like receive it more. Like you be trying to give your knowledge, give your information. I guess when it comes to the training process, that's what's gonna happen. You always try to like put your 2 cents in. Don't do that. Like allow the information to come in for you if you are that person. Yeah, I just feel like it's gonna go really, really good. Um, so we got the sun here. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna go really good. But like I said, just kind of lay low a little bit. Like you don't have to like you'll show your knowledge when it's time. When it's time for you to like get promoted, you can show your knowledge then, or your work is pretty much gonna speak for itself. So you don't have to like just go in just, oh, I'm here. Like kind of lay low a little bit, definitely. Also, when it comes to your cruise, I would say, well, I'll give you an oracle card for that. I don't know. You said by July 31st. I mean, it depends on how you save, but I don't really, I don't really like this energy. The Three of Wands in a reverse, and then we got the Eight of Swords. I don't know. Let's see about the cruise. It's a yes. Is this? We got peaceful resolution at the bottom, but then we had this meditation brings answers. Oh, okay, thank you. So, as far as like how it's gonna be paid, I feel like you're gonna find like an answer to it. Like it's just gonna come to you. That's what that means. Cause I'm like, meditation bring answers. Why does come out here? But yeah, I feel like it's a solution is gonna happen. But I do see it came up, yes. So you fine. I just didn't like this particular energy that came up here. This may just be overall just you burdening yourself. You so burdened by it that you're not really seeing a way out. If I'm explaining that right, like you just been burdened by it. Like, how am I gonna pay for this? Like it hadn't came to you yet of how you gonna pay for it, but I feel like you are. I feel like you're gonna have to like move some stuff around though in order for you to pay it. But as far as your job gonna go good. You said it's too much. Well, then I don't know. I feel like when it comes to like vacationing and things like that, I feel like if you don't really for sure have it right then. Okay, so let's say like because I know cruises like you can pay like different deposits when it comes to cruises. So let's say like the total cruise is $2,000, but the deposit is only $150. If you don't have a $2,000 right then and there, then I wouldn't even put the 150 deposit down. That's how I do with trips. Like if I don't have the full cash money in my hand of how it's gonna cost, then I don't book it because then it becomes like, okay, yeah, I can pay it off here, but then what if something comes up? What if something happens? And then now you're not really being able to pay it off. So the next time you book a trip, I would just say make sure you got whatever cruise they saying, make sure that you got all the money. You said I waited till the last minute. I paid 200, but I owe 1,800. See, 2,000. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like you should have had the 2,000 before you even paid that 200. So I just feel like you're gonna have to like make some shake in order for it to. I mean, it said peaceful resolution and meditation bring answers. I just feel like something gonna happen to where you're gonna be able to, but then again at the same time the advice is don't do that no more. Like make sure you got it in the bank. Hey, this cruise is $2,000, but the deposit right now is only 200. Then you got $2,000 in the bank, then you go ahead and pay that 200. Hey, fee official. You said you would like path five with my first pinnacle nine, and the rest of them are five. Would that indicate more success and happiness after the first pinnacle? I mean, you're gonna have a lot of changes in your life. Like a lot of things are gonna definitely change. Like a lot. Like you may be changing like um jobs a lot, definitely. You may travel abroad too. Okay, clarity. Let me go back to you. What was your question? Clarity. Okay, you say you open to whatever. Okay, Clarity. Are you still here? Okay. Hola, Anna Lauren. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? I don't know how to speak Spanish. That's all I know. Clarity, still here? Where you at? Well, yeah, you said you still here. I know you here. Let me see you in the chat real quick. I actually do need to start doing some language courses too. I heard English is like the hardest language. So if you know English, like any other language will be really easy to pick up. All right, so we're gonna do Clarity, and then I'm gonna be done for the night. Okay. General. I feel like you need to trust more too, just within yourself, just within things that aren't revealed to you just yet. You need to trust a little bit more, if that makes sense. Just starting off, you a little scary too. I don't want to say scary, and I don't want to say fearful either, but you're weary of a lot of things. Like you just don't trust a lot of things when it comes to your life. So you do need to have more trust in your belief system. And then also you need to have just more trust within yourself, just overall, just you and God. I'm getting that you need to work more with God. Like a lot of times, like you pray and everything, and you ask God to reveal different answers to you, but then um you don't trust that it's gonna be given to you. Like, because a lot of times it doesn't be given to you right when you ask it. So clarity. I mean, pretty much. I feel like you definitely um need to like believe in self more. You need to have like a actual spiritual connection. This is exactly what I was picking up. Like a real spiritual connection, like something that goes deep within. Like if no one else is around, you believe in that particular I'll say God. You believe in God. You believe in what you're getting. That particular hint. Let me put it to you like that. So yes, you do need to have more trust, have more love when it comes to your spiritual belief, your relationship with God. Let me not even say spiritual belief, your relationship with God. Because it's like in and out. I also feel like this may be like a person that you talk to as well. We got the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands both in the reverse. I feel like you may be in like a on again, off again, like situationship. But also I do feel like this has something to do with your relationship with God too. It's kind of like at one moment like you're at like an all-time high when it comes to your relationship with God, but then in moments in time you become at an all-time low when things don't necessarily go your way. Or I'll say this, when you feel like God isn't there for you, if that makes sense. But I do feel like heavily this a person. What's going on with this person? So I'm seeing this, so it can go both ways. So it can go okay. Let's see. So we got this energy here. You're getting a lot of synchronicities too, or a lot of patterns. So with you and this person, like I say, it's on again, off again. Like it's like every time you and this person like separate or break up, you gotta let me know um who this person is. But it's like every time you and this person like separate, something happens and then y'all get back together. And you separate again. It's like a cycle, like a pattern. So with this, I do feel like if it is a person, this relationship keeps like failing because it's meant for you to find like connection somewhere else. I do feel like this person do be checking up on you a lot. They may be like spying on you, or you may be like looking to see what they doing. Like I said, it's like an ongoing pattern that you and this person keep doing. That needs to definitely end. 'Cause it's a it's a whole cycle. You got death and the Wheel of Fortune. It's a whole cycle that y'all be in. Yeah, it's time for you to kind of, I would say, move on from it. If this does have to, well, it does have to do with a person, but I would say move on from it. And then once you do, a new offer comes in. But when it comes to your relationship with God, um, you're gonna have to trust that God is gonna provide for you. Just because you don't get it right then, right there when you ask for it, doesn't mean that it's not gonna come in. It's just that God is preparing you, and God is preparing that blessing so that you can meet eye to eye. Doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It can just be overall, like I said, things too. So, but yeah, when it comes to like that cycle, you said honestly, I don't think it's a particular person, but someone from my past coming back up. It's a pattern I have always dealt with. Well, yes. That's the particular person then. You said, honestly, I don't think it's a particular person, but someone from my past coming back is a pattern I have always been dealt with. Yeah, that. So I don't feel like if when this person does end up coming back, if they have not already did, I feel like you need to just dead it. Just, to each his own. I feel like you need to really use your discernment when it comes to that. But if you know that it's an ongoing cycle that is all over again, like I gotta break this cycle, then you need to go ahead and break it. Also, there is somebody that you may be like got your eye on or dating. How can I say this without like saying everything? Okay, anybody that you're dating right now that you are active in, um, use your discernment when it comes to that person too. I don't want to, because I know like it's certain things that I need to reveal, so I'm not gonna reveal it because it's public, like everybody's gonna see it. But somebody that you are involved with or messing with, um, you're gonna find out the truth regardless. But I feel like you need to kind of stay away from this person a little bit. Like I said, when it comes to a situation like this, I want you to use your own discernment. I don't want to be the one to say, "Oh no, you need to leave that person alone." But if they keep having like these other particular patterns as well, then you might need to leave that person alone. Then you gotta use your own discernment. But also, like I said, overall, when it comes to your relationship with God, you just gonna have to trust that God is gonna provide for you at all times. Let me get like an oracle for you. I feel we got unlikely that came out. This is unlikely. And then we got no at the bottom. Then you have success. I do feel like you may need to let whatever you got going on when it comes to your like love life, your relationships. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about because I don't know how to say it without like I don't want to put out your stuff like that. So I feel like you may need to like process how you look at this person, process how your relationship continues to go on. Because I feel like you got something better that's coming to you. I feel like you have something better that's going to meet everything that you deserve. So don't settle at all. Don't settle just so that you can have somebody there. Let me see something real quick. Definitely. Yeah, don't settle. Just so you can kind of like have somebody. Not that you like that type of person that gets lonely because you're not talking to nobody. Not saying that you're not that person. But I want to put it in a way where you just don't give anybody your time of day, pretty much. You have something better coming in. And that's what I got for you, Clarity. Oh, Anna Lauren Clarity was my last person. Because usually I don't be trying to be on here this long. I be trying to do my lives for like an hour and a half. So I usually don't be trying to be on here so long. Hey, Think Billions. Yes, you did. I'm actually about to get off. But check me next time. I believe I will be on live next Friday. The next time I'll be doing more messages, more intuitive messages will be on next Friday. So just make sure you guys turn on y'all notifications. I think when it does that, when you don't get the notifications, you have to like unsubscribe and then subscribe again and then turn on the bell. And I'll make sure that I put it in the description box too for those who missed it. But this was another good one. I greatly appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all are welcome. Lost the girl low had me tripping with that cruise. You're welcome, Lost the girl. Y'all are welcome. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button as well. Like I said, I will be on live on Monday because I will be doing the life path number predictions for July. So y'all can tune in with me on live then. Cruises are the best. Listen, but I don't know about that water now. Like, listen, I'm not getting on no ships, no submarines. Y'all won't see me out there. I'd rather go to space than in the ocean at this point. Y'all hear about that? I'm like, why would y'all do that? I just hope their families are doing good. Yeah, it is. I listen. You tell me one time, look, I wouldn't go down deep in this part of the ocean. Okay, thank you so much for your time. We'll just do something else. Cause the water, like people, when it comes to water, I gotta go, y'all. When it comes to like water, like it looks so nice and gentle and still. Water be bringing that. I don't mess. Water is strong. Man, I look like it is strong, and I would have been terrified at deep down. Yes, no, I would not. The closest I'm gonna get to like a large body of water, I'm gonna be at the beach, and the water is not gonna go past my shin. Like when it comes to the ocean. Mm-mm. So I just pray for the families. I just hope they find peace in the situation. But yeah, that's crazy, ain't it? I don't know. I've been on one cruise, Lobster Girl, and it was when I was like little. But like now, I don't know. I don't know. My family, they supposed to be going on a cruise, and they've been asking me, do I want to go? And I'm like, I don't know about that. And then all of a sudden, this thing happens. I don't know. I don't know. Mm-mm. I don't know. I think I just prefer land. I'll just no, I do. When I went when I was younger, I loved it. Like I loved it. Like just even the activities that they be having on the ship and stuff. I love doing it, but at the same time, they're water. And we really don't know anything about the ocean. I think it's like maybe like we only discovered like 3% of the ocean. That's not a high odd. That's not a high number. It's not a high number. Like, let me know what's out there. Because if we only know what's 3% of the 100% that's out there, I don't know if I want to take that chance. That's pretty low. Like I said, I'd rather go to space. I'd rather go to space than go underwater in the ocean. Mm-mm. You'll catch me right by the shore. The ocean is scary. That we know more about space than we do the ocean. And really, I don't even think we really know all that much about the space like that. But just right now, with the information we have, we know more about space than we do the ocean. So that's why I said I'll take my chances with space. I'll take my chances with space. As a matter of fact, how about this? God, I'm on Earth. Just let me be on Earth. How about that? Like y'all can go out and discover that stuff. I don't know. I don't know. But the cruise though, I don't know. Maybe it depends. I'll be the one to stay in a room the whole time. I probably won't go out on the deck. Like maybe like I had to have like a thing on. What's that? The life preserver. I had to have that on. When I go out on the deck, I'm going to have mine on because I'm not going out now. That I'm not going out that way. But whatever. Lobster Girl, oh, you gonna have to come back on next Friday. We gotta catch up. But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I really, really do. Yes. And I don't think Marlene, are you still here? I think Marlene left. Marlene, if you are here, email me. But yes, you guys, I love you all. I will see you all next Friday. Well, I will see you all on Monday for the life path numbers, and then for more general messages, just come on Friday and I'll be on here, providing that it don't rain, because I'll be like to come outside when I'm doing like general messages like that. All right. All right. Good night. Be safe this weekend. I love you. All right. Bye.